It's Week 12 of the 2024 season, and we're going to look here at wideout A.J. Brown. You always need eyes on him. Fourth most catches in the NFL. It's the Eagles and the Rams under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Stafford. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford going to change it up here. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now they'll audible to something else. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game to the 27th. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15.
Safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the ball changing hands on the injury on the play. Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Stafford.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradberry. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So through 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week.
18 carries, 64 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays.
Offense and Cooper Kupp making their way back out. He's already made his presence felt in this one with his previous touchdown grab, and that's been the story of his season thus far as you take a look at the NFL's current leaders in touchdown receptions.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford.
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradberry. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D is stride. The opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. He's got Smith here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Beckham in motion right. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Byron Young
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson.
Shifts by him, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. High ball game. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 play. And that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football.
Too humble. A run on first down with Shipley. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts going to give this to Shipley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner. The Eagles at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. To the right side goes Shipley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Beckham will go in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves him past 2 guys at 50, 2 of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on this to about the 23. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you throw,
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. Odell Beckham Jr. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it. Now Stafford going up top for Cup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They give it to Williams, running right. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And now Stafford's going to move him around. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys are definitely panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw, Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll start on the ground with Shipley.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Straight ahead, Shipley.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Eluding the pressure right. Got him in. It's Brown.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already... So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the good in this one as well. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Shipley again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away.
Together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 42-yard line.
Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football,
now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Now back to throw.
That's complete to Shipley.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
and when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Shipley. And he's got it down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Shipley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That'll be caught by Shipley.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
After
but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! Dallas Goedert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that.
By the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing is Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coe. 26. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Beckham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, a run with Gainwell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The office for him, he's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest, and this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They try the left side here with Williams. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Joshua Gray on the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee from 10 yards out. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. 38-yard line, great return. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Of the 30-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Stafford going to change it up here.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Puka Nacua, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Third, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 53 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the
set to go again. Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in the short.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Jalen Carter, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
At the 22-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Starting things out with a give to Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Hurts. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. And that is in. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flushed out right. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. From the gun, here's Stafford. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. In motion right is Smith. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 38. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They run behind center with Gainwell. Shoves him aside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They toss this out right to Gainwell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Gainwell. A solid stiff arm. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Finding room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Earned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions. Nope.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones. That sets a brand new NFL record.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. Fighting him off. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And this is Gainwell. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. On the run is Gainwell. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Wiggles free. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's Gainwell. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They will run for it with Gainwell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Elliott good with a PAT, and this one was Los Angeles returns to the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block,
He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Gainwell. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll run here with Gainwell. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.